I'm reading a very interesting book. Of course, it's written in Hindi. It's Dilli by Ramdhari Singh Dinkar. When read together, they'll give you a whole perspective of the events that have taken place in the life of Delhi. His poems resonate with angst, if I may say so, against the system. And it also, on the one hand, I would say, and on the other, uh, on the other, he has written soft, descriptive, romantic poems, and for this he has been rewarded with many an awards. Like, for example, he has got the Padma Bhushan, the Gyanpith Award, the Sahitya Akademi, and many others, and countless others. The cover is that of Jantar Mantar, which you'll find in the heart of Delhi. It is a clock. Just looking at the shadows, you can know the time, of course, and you can also know the position of the constellations, etc. It's really amazing if you see this. So here it is in Hindi, the book. These are the poems. One is Nai Dilli Ke Prati, that was in 1929. Dilli or Moscow, that was in 1945, before independence. And after independence, it is Hak Ki Pukar, and a cry for right, if I may loosely translate, and Bharat Ka Ye Reshmi Nagar. That means he talks about Delhi as the silk town of India, silky town. That's the ISBN for you and the back of the cover. So that's his photo, and in the four poems which I hear, they showcase how Delhi has been, or rather has witnessed, many a regime. From 1929, the first poem, it showcases the festivities on the one side and doom on the other. And the second is in 1945, Delhi and Moscow, that is. It gives you snatches of independence war, and the socialist revolution there in Moscow, I think. Very well connected. There's a small connection. I don't know it's very well or whatever. So you get both the national and the international angles. And then after independence, he wrote two poems on Delhi. In 1952, he wrote Hak Ki Pukar, which is and with his rich imagery, he talks about how's this moonlight in the disturbed skies. Why is a cuckoo plaintively singing in this dusty environment? Delhi, why you adorning yourself in the burning fires of dead? What is this outside ostentation in the destroyed garden? He goes on. There are a lot of question marks for India, and side by side he recognizes or tells you about the strength of India too. Delhi is a strength of power, also the slight of India. He talks about that buried under Delhi, it is not just the pride that is there. Delhi itself, it's not just pride. Buried underneath is the people's bread, butter, clothing and shelter, wealth and strength, and all of that. So buried underneath is India's goodness. Who will come up and break these shackles? Because buried underneath is India's goodness. That has to come out. And actually, from time to time, he points out that he explains that India is not Delhi. Delhi is not the mirror image of India. And he goes on in Haq Ki Pukar and says, don't give us fairies, images of a fairy, a lady who is a mother of the entire India, not a beautiful, lifeless idol made of marble. And he says we need the patience to collect the emotions of the sons of the soil. And somewhere what I got was that even if there's no bread, then at least you can cry on the trees that you have helped grow. And he also, in Bharat Ka Ye Reshmi Nagar, he says that Delhiites sing the songs in their silky halls, songs of coarse khadi, but they themselves don't partake in that. There is some artificiality about the whole thing. There's a show off. It is a city of industry, but there are good things to eat, but they don't know from where it comes from. Delhiites are not bothered about their laborers, their farmers. Everything slips away from the silky smooth Delhi. It says Delhi is spread in flowers, drenched in the morning dewdrops. Delhi is a maiden all colorful, a garland around the neck of a lover. Delhi is a dreamland wrapped up in nectar. Wherever you see silk, he says. Can't take your eyes off from silk. But he ends with a warning. The attachment will break, say maybe within a day perhaps. A havoc will be brought in this colorful place until the entire country's household is not clad in silk. Till then, Delhi too will be clad in khadi. This is the loose translation that I did of the last stanza. So whatever he's written is good, great, but let me tell you, Delhi is a great place. You can actually see history all around you. Just go around and you'll come across these ancient monuments which tell a story. You would be walking in cities, in the heart of a city, and you come across these monuments. And there's so much of history. As you say the word Delhi, it has been a seat of power for so many centuries of all those who came and maybe even ravaged India. And that is it. Delhi is Delhi, a great place to be in.